about Queen's Gambit, and let's see how that progresses. So this is the setup. Basically, you move the queen pawn, it responds back, and at this point, the queen's pawn is taken by the black, and this is called the Queen's Gambit accepted. So at this point, there are some traps I want to go over in case the black wants to save their pawn. So let's see an example. Here we are supporting our pawn as well as threatening to take this pawn back. And for some reason, let's say they want to defend this pawn, they could move that. At this point, you could move this pawn on the rook file, so you have to counteract this. And let's say they want to save it again, so what you can do is just take the pawn. At that time they will take the pawn. Now their pawn is in good shape, but then there's an excellent trap here and we are threatening to take the rook. The only way to take the rook, save the rook, is to move the knight up. The knight will be taken, the king is in the check. You could move your bishop there and then the queen could retrace back. So that's actually one of the traps that you need to be aware of in case you want to save the queen's gambit is accepted. So that's just one trace line. But let me show you an example of a famous game that was played between the great Cuban world champion Capablanca against Alekhine in 1927. So let's say this is a Queen's Gambit game, and let's see how this progresses. Same thing happened. Here is we are moving our pawn up, and the Queen's Gambit is not accepted. And the best way to actually defend this is to just move this pawn on the king file. So that's kind of the mainline defense nowadays that is accepted, or what people do normally. And yeah, so developing the knight, pinning the knight. At this point we decide to support this thing. Capablanca does, moving the, and here pinning the knight basically, and the knight is being moved on this side of the board so it can defend on this side much better. As you can see, the bishop is now attacking this knight. The queen is moving up also so that it has enough firepower to counteract Alekhine's attack on this left side of the board. And now you can see this pawn is now taken, and then this bishop is under attack. So Capablanca decides to just take the knight, and then the knight is taken, the bishop is taken back by the knight. And that point we can take this pawn because this was available readily. The queen is under check, queen moves back. The bishop is under threat, bishop moves back. Just a developing move, and we are developing our bishop on this, so we have access to this file. This is not the best possible move, but let's say that's what was played in the game. And Capablanca now castles, trying to break up this pawn chain right here. The knight is moving up, and I believe yeah, so the pawn exchange happens. The bishop exchange will also happen now, and this is threatening to take this. So at this point the knight has taken the bishop, queen takes the knight, and this knight is now just attacking this pawn. Queen goes and defends this pawn. We are amassing some resources on this file. The knight joins the fight. It wants to double attack this, so we just move this up so we don't have to worry too much about it. It's taken, the queen takes it back. Yeah, so in this case the bishop is moved here. It's kind of maybe not the best move here, but that's what happens in the game. Trying to push the queen somewhere else. Queen just moves to the further part of the board, attacking the rook. The rook moves to the side, defending this. Maybe not the best move. and yeah, goes back all the way. It's not, probably not the best move here. At this point, there's a trade here, and it's taken by the rook. Now we're just attacking this rook and just attacking this queen. Queen moves back, and here we can attack this rook, so the rook has to move somewhere. It's now going back and attacking the queen. The queen is moving to a little bit safer square here. Now attacking this knight. The knight is moving forward on this side of the board. Yeah, just moving the king to the safety here. Attacking this knight, nothing too bad. And this move was made so that way, if the bishop can be moved on this file, we could have an exchange. We could get a free queen, especially because this is supported. So realizing that the rook is moved here, so it can take this position, and that won't be anywhere applicable. So realizing that, he just moves the knight back. He doesn't want to do an exchange at this point. Attacking the bishop. Bishop moves back to a safety square, threatening the queen. Now there's a rook exchange. Just check to the queen. These are pretty straightforward moves. And then there is going to be a queen exchange, and then this is going to be a game to get to the queening of the pawn, basically. Yeah, there are some inaccuracies in this game, but regardless, what we can see is how Capablanca moves to get his queen. So now the issue is that yeah, so this was actually a fault, because now what you can do is move the queen, move the pawn up and attack, and then this is when the Alekhine resigns, because at this point, if it is taken by the king, you can just move up in 2 steps and get the queen. So that's really the end. So in this way, you can see that the queen's gambit is normally the easiest option might be to not accept it. And that was thank you for watching this short video cast, and you have a great day.